Hey guys, welcome everybody to a brand new video on Crypto Basket. I'm your host, and in today's video, let's talk about Base by Coinbase. Let's jump right into it. And there's a few important things to realize about Base. So, what is Base? Base is a secure, low cost, developer friendly Ethereum layer 2 built to bring the next billion users to Web3. Start building on Base testnet today and stay tuned for upcoming main launch. Okay, so what is Base? Base is a layer 2. It's scaling solution for Ethereum. We know Ethereum right now is still struggling with transactions, with congestion, still costly, especially during the congested times. That's why layer 2 are very popular. And who may miss to decide that, hey, let's join in, why not have our own layer 2, right? I mean, it's kind of makes sense. Coinbase has been expanding their offerings, including their own NFT store, but the empty stores based on Ethereum, so it's actually quite costly. Why not throw that onto their own layer 2? And who knows what else they be introducing. But that's what it is in a nutshell, and it's a scaling solution for Ethereum, secured by Ethereum, empowered by Coinbase. And I don't know if they're gonna come out. That maybe they are thinking about coming out of DAX too, because if they do, it makes sense to throw it on Base. Also, they can attract current access like swap maybe until unit swap will come out of the V4 and put it on to the Base. We don't know. So there might be other things in the pipeline, big features, small fees, open source. So yeah, so let's move on to China now. So Chinese stock, it's a big economy. Okay, so obviously China is opening up, their zero COVID policy now. I'm hearing about flights are coming in and out, exploding by their, like 3,000, exploding by like 3,000% people are traveling once again. So, manufacturing's kicking up, and, rice supply is good. China's, issues overall are decreasing. So these are all fantastic things, not only for China, but for the whole world. Part of the reason why inflation is coming down is because some of things are improving. But today people were, eyeing on what their central bank was going to do. And it was decided that they were going to do nothing. A lot of people kind of were worried about it. So kind of like just in this country, how China's central bank may like raise rates up, and they will slow things down. But no, they decided not to do that, that they are gonna leave their rates unchanged. And not only that, they are injecting a lot of liquidity because they don't want to go into recession. They also do suffer from inflation just like everyone else, but because they are they're kind of trying to spur up their economy right now, they don't want anything to stop. So they actually inject a whole bunch of money just last week on Friday. I think it's equivalent of US, if you compare it with the US dollar, it's equivalent of 100 billion US dollars, and they may be doing a lot more of that in future. Now move on to Hong Kong regulation. Chinese-based crypto companies shot up. Okay, so because China is trying to improve themselves right now, they are trying to get them back in terms of their economy, their production, and everything. But now it seems like they're gonna turn pro crypto too, which I can't imagine how much money is sitting in China right now waiting to be invested. So why are they turning pro crypto? Well, Hong Kong has just come out with a proposal. Basically, their Securities and Futures Commission came out proposal for rules on trading virtual assets like crypto and allowing crypto exchanges to operate. Okay, and it's not like the SEC in US, Gary Gensler basically wants to declare everything security and shuts everything down in um, but in Hong Kong they are trying to do exactly opposite of that. They are trying to open things up. They're thinking as well, you know. So we know we know people are trading crypto. We know people are holding on Bitcoin. Why not allow them to buy here rather than on foreign exchanges who are collecting all of their money and basically making all the rules? So why not let our citizens participate in crypto buying and trading, right? And then we go to, we get to have more control over it. That's the thinking behind it. So it sounds like, and obviously nothing gets done in China. Nothing gets done in Hong Kong without, Chinese intervention, or unless China gives the nod, saying okay, go for it, or they would have shut it, if they would have shut it down a long time ago. So China have strict rules on what citizens can invest in. So very, very strict rules. There are billions, maybe trillions of dollars sitting in China, and these investors do not know what to do with that money, because there are strict limits on how much foreign assets you can buy, how much foreign currency you could buy. That's why a lot of investors are forced to buy real estate in China. Some of you guys may have seen these ghost cities that operate. You have cities with all these new buildings, right? But no one living in them. It's because these guys don't know where to put their money. Now imagine they are able to put their money into, say, crypto projects that's thrive in China, or just on exchanges. They are allowed to buy Bitcoin and others. I mean, it's going to be crazy in terms of how much money. I label billions of dollars, but I mean, it's honestly, it may be, maybe close to trillions. The money is just logged into China right now, and I cannot, it can't come out. And once China or Hong Kong allows the avenue out, especially into crypto, I mean, you are talking about injection of billions, may not be trillions, that's going to be coming in. Inflation data by PCE, inflation data, which shows that the key inflation rose about 0.6% in January, which is more than expected. It was expected to be 0.4%. So it actually went up about 0.2%, more than expected. And here's a good look for it, right? Okay, so if you see this September PCE, the overall inflation for PCE was 6.3, and then it went 6.1, then 5.6, 5.3, but then it went up to 5.4. Okay, so unfortunately we did not go down or stay the same, right? CPI showed different story, and CPI actually showed that the inflation overall headline and the core inflation both went down just a little bit, less than expected, but still both numbers went down. But PCE is showing different. PCE headline inflation went up, and the core inflation also went up by 0.1% from December. So what does this mean? Does this mean that that Powell has to be a lot more aggressive now with the next rate hike? Maybe. So with that being said, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys in my next video.